Good Sunday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. I got a story for you today. This story is heartbreaking. It's disgusting. Honestly, it made me very, very angry just to read it. And luckily though, it did not end in tragedy. Now, a lot of us out here, we are parents. We go on vacations, we go on cruises, and you take your children with you, right? If you don't, they're left with a relative, somebody you trust, somebody you know that will take care of your children. But has it ever crossed your mind to go, I want to go on this cruise vacation, so I'm just going to leave my children at home. I'll just lock them in the house, I will take my stuff, and I will go on my cruise. Now, we're not talking about teenagers. We're not talking about children that are 15, 16, 17 years old. We are talking about small children. And honestly, I just could not contemplate the thought, but I got a story of a woman who did exactly that. This story starts back on April the 4th, where neighbors in a luxury high-rise in Houston, Texas, they report seeing a 29-year-old woman, and I'm going to leave her name out of this story, but she was reported seen leaving her apartment. She had all of her luggage, like she was heading out on a vacation, but neighbors were a little curious and a little concerned when they noticed that she did not leave with her children. It was just her. When she did not return, this raised alarm with the neighbors. They reached out to the local police department and had a welfare check done on the apartment to see, are these kids in there? Are these kids okay? Now, jump forward a couple days. April the 9th, authorities went ahead and entered the apartment. They found an 8-year-old boy, a 6-year-old girl alone in the apartment by themselves. They say the home was a mess. There was a smell of urine. There was a smell of old discarded food scattered around the apartment. The deputies asked the children, hey, where's your mom? And they said, well, mom went on a cruise. Now, it goes on to say, well, she had left a webcam running. So she had a running webcam in a telephone there in the apartment so she could remotely monitor her children. Yeah, that seems really safe, right? Because she left Houston, went to Florida. She boarded a cruise in Florida. She boarded on April the 4th. The authorities didn't find the children until April the 9th, and the way she was watching her own children, an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, was by webcam. Now, the police say they are still putting the circumstances together. They're still gathering the facts. They are still gathering the evidence. They say what is important right now is the children are safe. They have been sent to stay with a family member, but those responsible will be held accountable. Now, the 29-year-old woman, she was arrested when the cruise ship did return to Florida, so she has been taken into custody. And, maybe you're saying, well, maybe she had somebody that was supposed to be at their house. Maybe somebody was supposed to be there and didn't show up. Well, all those are possibilities, but according to authorities, she tried to lie about her identity when she was taken into custody. But that kind of tells me, well, if you were unaware that the situation was going on, why would you lie about who you were? You would suddenly be more concerned about your children. But I don't know. I mean, a webcam left to remote monitor them, lie about your identity when the cruise ship returns and you're getting arrested does not look really good on this woman. Now, in all fairness, though, we don't know her side of the story. In all fairness and objectivity, there's probably more facts and more information about this story than we currently have available. When those facts come out, we'll share them with you. But what do you guys think? Is this something, you would even contemplate? I can't picture a average, normal parent going, you know what, I'm just going to abandon my kids. I'm just going to leave them in the apartment. I'm going to head from Texas to Florida, board a cruise ship, and enjoy my cruise vacation. But you know what, I can flip on my webcam every once in a while and check in the apartment. What if something had happened? What if one of them got hurt? What if one of them got injured? What if somebody broke into the apartment? You're out on board a cruise ship. You see this on a webcam. There's nothing as a parent you would be able to do other than call the local authorities. Well, that already happened and she got arrested for that. As a parent myself, when the kids were little, look, if we couldn't afford to take the kids on vacation, we just didn't go on the vacation. And as a parent, that seems like the real easy, simple, and correct choice to make. And I hope this is not a growing trend because recently, there was a story of the woman who went on vacation to Puerto Rico, left her infant at home by herself. That infant ended up passing away while she was gone. So to say it again, look, if you're a parent, you don't leave your kids at home to go on vacation. You don't leave your kids at home to take a cruise. Not unless you have left them with a trusted family member or friend who you know is actually looking after your children.